Hello again. It's Kelly Guest, Triathlon BC head coach. So I'm here with more free speed tips. We are going to talk about setting up the shoes for the flying or Hi-Ho Silver mounts. You see it a lot on the WTS or at the World Cup or even in our provincial super series races. Athletes will leave T1, transition one, from the swim to the bike, and they'll run through the dismount line and do this flying leap onto their bike. How do we do that safely? Well, I'll do that in another video, but right now we're going to address the shoes. How do we set up the shoes in order to do that mount quickly, efficiently, and safely? All right. Now, you may have a triathlon specific shoe that has a large strap here at the front, no tongue, so that it's very, very easy to get the foot into, and then just a one strap pull down to be done. Often with triathlon specific shoes, they'll have this little tab in here. This little tab is great for setting up your shoes because we can take an elastic and we just feed it through that little tab, and then we can attach it to a part of the bike. Or we can also use this piece here to hold on to, that we can feed the elastic through there and up to the bike. I have just normal road shoes. I'm going to show you how you can do it with normal road shoes as well. It's a little bit trickier. You kind of just have to fiddle with it a little bit. But again, free speed comes from practicing the technical, simple things and figuring it out before the day. So what I do with my typical road shoes is these are a ratchet clip and two straps. I've just undone this middle strap so it's not attached, and then I folded it back on itself to just get it out of the way. I'm going to take my little hair elastic. These are like the little teeny elastics. I took this one from my daughter. She knows, so it's all good. And then I'm going to feed it up through the metal part of this buckle where the strap would go through, and then flip it again through itself. And I'm going to actually attach it right up here onto my bottle cage right there. Okay. Now that helps me actually hold the shoe open so that I can, when I'm on the bike and pedaling, I can get into it easy if I need to, or when I need to. And then it also keeps it from hitting the ground. I'll talk about that later when we actually get into the mounting and dismounting of it, but having the shoes tied up makes it very, very fast. Now, what about that other shoe on the other side? Same thing. We do the exact same thing, except we're going to hook it up, obviously, to the back. There's a few different spots where you can do it. You can put these little elastics, and I would suggest using these little hair elastics as they snap very easily. The number of times at a race, I'll see people with the brown office elastics, and they ride the entire bike with them still on. Get elastics that will break. We want them to break as soon as you're pedaling. So I'm going to just go around to the back of the bike here. I'm going to undo that middle strap, fold it back on itself again, just so that it's out of the way. I'm going to feed my elastic up and through the pedal, or up and through the metal piece that the strap goes through. And then see, it broke super easy. That's what we're looking for. We want to see them break easy. So I'll just get another one here, and you can kind of pre-stretch them a little bit, and that helps a lot. So again, I can even put it around this part of the top part of the buckle. If I'm struggling to get that buckle set up, I could just do it this way and set it right there. Now, I'm not setting it on the spoon. That's the lever that you open and close. I'm setting it around the base of the quick release. So now if you notice, both feet are up. This foot doesn't have to be totally parallel to the ground, because realistically, I know when I jump on the bike, this is going to be my first step. So this foot, my back foot, will find this pedal easy as long as I've got that set up. And then watch this. As soon as I step down here, we should have both elastics snap, and they did, which is perfect. And that's what we want. We want them to snap so that we can get into the shoes and not have any extra resistance. As we talked about, free speed is reducing friction, and we don't want elastics hung up there as we ride through the whole race. So with that, practice tying your shoes up, figure it out. If you do use a triathlon specific shoe, which ultimately is faster, then practice tying it up, figure out where the best spots are on the bike to attach, and whether you're going to use the little strap on the inside or this back tab. If you don't have triathlon specific shoes and you're using road specific shoes, again, it can be done. You just require more practice, and you have to be a little bit more creative as to how you set it up on the bike. So with that, keep gaining some free speed.